Hello everybody, my name is Benjamin and welcome to making topographic maps like this one using QGIS and Blender. So let's get started by going into our Google Maps here. All we want is the latitude and longitude. We want to make the map round. So I'm just going to select this. Okay, I've copied those coordinates. Now go into QGIS, and I've got a script here that we can just paste our coordinates into. That makes a rectangle around it, 20,000 meters by 40,000 or by 80,000 meters in dimensions. We can take that and rename it Mount Jackson, since we are in Glacier National Park right now. And then we can use this tool to download the elevation data. Let's find that, Mount Jackson, run. Once this is downloaded, we can take this data and it'll already be trimmed to size. We just need to add an elevation offset. Okay, got mountains there. All we need to do is add an elevation offset. Because of the way I've got other parts of this process set up, I need to just add 500 meters to it, so we can just go find that. Plus 500. We want to save this out as Mount Jackson. It has, it's come to my attention that some processes in QGIS work better when you're saving files. So doing that rather than having temporary layers. Next, we have to take this and use this other plugin, and this is going to convert it from a elevation map to Mount Jackson into the 3D STL file that we need for 3D printing it. Let's find it. Mount Jackson. Cool. Spacing 0.2 is fine. I'm using numbers from earlier, or from later on. It's supposed to be 22.86 millimeters wide, and that's just a calculated value for the scripts I'm going to put this into later. Height starting at 0, because we want to start at the bottom of the map. And those all look good. And export to STL. Oh, this has to be 0.3832. So that's the way we have two layers at the bottom of the map for water. There we go. Yes. Just going to verify these numbers real quick. Three, two. Okay, cool. Next, once we've got that exported, we go over to Blender and we can import our STL. And we want this at a scale of 0.001 because Blender's units are a little bit different. So it comes in there all nice and pretty. I'm gonna add a geometry nodes. I'm not applying that yet because I want to add all of the information before I calculate everything. It takes a second to run this calculation. Cool. I'm going to go back here, copy the latitude and longitude so that those can be printed on the bottom. Cool, there we go. Now, what this script is going to do when I enable it is it's going to rotate it 180. It's also going to need to apply the scale, so it's not 1/1000th of its correct size. Anyway, it's going to rotate it 180 degrees so that north will be up when you're holding the keychain this way. And then it's going to cut the outside perimeter, cut it to this shape. As you can see, put some detents on there and put the text in the bottom. So now that that's done, we can just export that as Mount Jackson. And we can export that, making sure that we have a scale at 1000 and selection only. Exporting that, we can then go over into Bamboo Lab, Bamboo Studio, and grab this. This is this loaded yet? Yes, there we go. Alrighty, got that in there. We can change this filament to the tan, the desert sand. Nice. And there we go. We've got that line in there for sea level. That's just at layers 5 and 6. Everything else should be all peachy. And I got the text on the bottom. And that's how I'm making these. Thanks for watching. Catch you in the next one.